up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I asked you guys last week to submit some questions for me, and I'm going to be answering those. But really quick, if you guys missed out on Monday's video, I will link it in the eye. Maybe it's this side. What side is the eye? The eye is on this side. I will link it in the eye. It's the evolution of Fall Out Boy. It took me days, and hours, and just a lot of time to get it perfect, and I really love the way it turned out, and all of you Fall Out Boy fans out there I think would really enjoy it. So definitely go watch that video after this video, or even instead of this video, because I absolutely love the way it is. It's one of my favorite MANIA Hype videos that I've made, so definitely go check that out. But for today's video, Q&A, I'm going to answer all these questions to the best of my ability, so let's get into it. Which Paris album is your favorite? That's just so tough, because I love literally everything they've put out, but I think if I had to pick, it would be White Noise. I like the rock influence better than the electronic, and I feel like White Noise did that, and All We Know of Heaven still did it in some songs, but they did experiment more with electronic and more pop sounds, and I'm just a rock girl. I just like to gravitate towards that. I love every song on White Noise so much, and I do feel like sometimes there's songs on All We Know of Heaven that kind of drag a little bit, and their acoustic EP is amazing, but I don't think it compares to the other two. And their album of when they still spell their name with an A, it doesn't even really exist anymore, but those songs are also pretty awesome. But I think if I had to pick, it would be White Noise. Have you ever read Pete Wentz' book, Gray? If you have, what did you think of it? If you haven't, what would you expect from it? I did read it. I read it about 2 years ago. It was heartbreaking, but I think he's a very talented writer. So it was a very good story, and it really painted a picture of what he was going through. I really enjoyed it. If you guys have not read it yet, definitely go pick it up. Even if you're not a big reader, just read a little bit at a time. I guarantee you'll have it done so soon. It's such a good read. Do you think Fall Out Boy is selling out, or do you think that they genuinely are wanting to change and experiment with their music? I do not think Fall Out Boy is selling out. I do think that some of the business aspects of Fall Out Boy want to make money. I don't think that's the band. I think it's their label, management, marketing. It's obviously, you know, any music is business, so they want to make money, and I do feel like sometimes people could confuse that with selling out. But I feel like their music is a lot of experimentation, especially I feel like Mania is going to be a lot of experimentation. I think when they released Young and Menace, I think that they wanted to go in a completely different direction. Like, if you hear Young and Menace and then you hear Champion, you could hear a lot of the same instruments, and I think they were trying to create rock music in a different way, which was very experimental. And then when they realized that wasn't really working for them, they're trying something different, which I feel like this is going to be the Folie of post-hiatus. Not in the fact that I think they're going to go on hiatus. I feel like this is their experimentation album, and they're going to see where it takes them. I don't think very many of these songs on this album are going to be singles and chart-topping successes. I really don't. I feel like this is a complete experimentation for them, so I don't think they're selling out. I do think that with some of these remixes and things, maybe they're trying to, you know, get some more attention in this, R&B, rap, hip-hop, trap music society that we have right now, but I don't feel like they're just gonna start doing that. They might do some remixes here and there, which I don't really care for, but I feel like that's how they're trying to get the mainstream, is through that. But I don't think their music is gonna reflect that, because the last two songs, Hold Me Tight or Don't, and Last of the Real Ones, don't feel mainstream or selling out to me at all. So that's just my opinion. What's your favorite song from all their studio albums? This is tough, but okay, I'm gonna try and do this off the top of my head without thinking about it. Take This to Your Grave, Patron Saint of Liars and Fakes, From Under the Cork Tree, EXO, Infinity on High, Your Crash of Your No Wave, Folie, Deux, Shipped Gold Standard, Save Rock and Roll, Death Valley, American Beauty, American Psycho, Novocaine, and Mania So Far, Last of the Real Ones. Probably going to be Expensive Mistakes, because that live is just beautiful, but that's it. That's hard. Okay. Do you ever feel like you were slowly falling out of love with Fall Out Boy? I actually did. After Young and Menace and Champion were released, I stopped being as obsessive. As you guys can, you know, if you guys have been following me for a while, I stopped making as many videos. I stopped really editing a lot of videos. I just felt like with Young and Menacing Champion, that was not the direction I wanted to see them going in. Even though I feel like it was experimental, Champion more generic than Young and Menace, obviously, but I was just like, I don't know, this isn't my favorite band. I was feeling bad. Like, I wasn't falling in love with their music like I usually do. Like, even when they released Centuries, you know, back in 2014, I fell in love with it. It's been overplayed in my head now, but I completely fell in love with it when they released it. So it's like, I just didn't feel like they were my favorite band anymore. And then, like, I was like, Mania is gonna be terrible. And then, like, as soon as Peterick, you know, wrote his note on Twitter about delaying the album, I finally felt hope. Like, I'll actually link that video down below about their release date change. You can see my reaction is just completely like, yes, they're my Fall Out Boy again, you know. And then obviously after seeing them live, I was like crazy obsessive again because they're the best live band ever. Do you ship Peterick? No, I don't. They're not. Peterick is not real. It's kind of a fun thing to think about if you're not being serious, you know, because obviously he is expecting now his third child, a baby girl, if you guys didn't hear, which is adorable. And Peterick has 2 children. You know, they're both very happy with their significant others. There's no Peterick. I think they're just best friends. So, when and how did you get into Fall Out Boy? I got into Fall Out Boy when I was 13 years old. I ended up hearing about them from a friend from promotions with American Eagle. Just, you know, kind of. I heard of Sugar We're Going Down Dance Dance, but I just kind of like went into their music, started liking their music, and then it was still sold the deals when I saw them live when they headlined the Honda Civic tour for Infinity on High. I fell in love with them and was obsessed ever since. How well do you like Sum 41 or Rise Against? I'm familiar with them. I wouldn't say I'm a hardcore fan. I'd say I'm a casual fan. They do have some pretty good jams, I will admit. Still, some of their songs are still on my playlist now. I do enjoy their music. My problem is, like, I get obsessed with certain bands and I don't really know much about other bands, but I'm going to try and change that. That's actually my resolution for 2018, is to try and discover more bands and not just be obsessed with the same, like, 6. So, do you have any New Year's resolutions? There you go. To try and experiment into more bands, not be, like, so, like, one-minded on certain bands. And Merry Christmas to you too. Do you have any pets? Yes, I have 2 cats. I'll insert some pictures of them up here. I have my orange cat, Boyd. He is obese and adorable. And then I have my black cat, Ava. And I love them to death. And they are my babies. And I love them. Just based off song titles, what song are you most ready for Mania? Right now, the song I'm the most excited for is Wilson or Expensive Mistakes. Just because I heard it live. And I heard a little snippet of it in Pete's Snapchat story. And damn, like, I'm so pumped to hear that song. Like, I want to hear that song so bad. When doing your makeup, what's your favorite part to do? I love your eyeliner. Thank you. I've done eyeliner since I was like 14. Like, when I was like 14, like 15, around that, that's the only makeup I would put on is eyeliner. Because, you know, emo. My favorite part of my makeup to do is probably, I like to experiment with different eyeshadows and eyeliners. And as you can see right now, I have like a glittery thing on. And I like to experiment with different lipstick colors as well. So I think that's my favorite part to do. Do you listen to hard rock or metal? If so, what hard rock or metal bands to listen to? I listened to a lot back when I was a freshman in high school. I listened to like a lot of like classic rock, like Metallica, Disturbed, Korn, things like that. Those are probably the only ones I can actually think about that I've listened to. Where I actually know a lot of Coheed and Cambria, like more like 90s bands, not so much like modern hard rock or metal, but I do enjoy those bands. If given the chance, who would you date in Fall Out Boy? If I had the chance and they were all single and I was single, I would date Peterick. He's been my hero since I was 13, and he just seems like the nicest guy ever. Like, his wife is so lucky. Like, she doesn't even know what she has, you know? Am I right? Am I right? Alright, and that is all of the questions you guys asked. Thank you guys so much for watching my Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to tune in on Friday for Save Rock and Roll album review. So pumped to do that. Save Rock and Roll is probably my 2nd favorite album of all time. That comeback was just epic, you know? Like, being a fan during that was just like, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up to let me know. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys on Friday. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Woo!